Welcome to the Health Daily Show, your go-to where leaders, founders, and investors share insights on growth, innovation, and business building. I'm Chitra Nabat, your host. Joining us today is Kathleen Mitford, Microsoft Corporate Vice President, Industry. Kathleen, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much, Chitra, for having me here today.
Take us into the scope and scale of Microsoft's healthcare business.
Yes, at Microsoft, we are committed to helping solve the healthcare industry's biggest challenges. Challenges such as how do we improve patient experiences? How do we improve a clinician experience? How do we empower health team collaboration? And also provide greater clinical and operational insights. We do this through the Microsoft Cloud. The Microsoft Cloud is the most trusted and comprehensive cloud. And specifically for healthcare, the Microsoft Cloud for Healthcare allows us to go back to those challenges that we were talking about and how can we leverage the comprehensiveness of Microsoft technology combined with partners, ISVs, technology companies, global system integrators to bring this all together, again, to help our customers with their challenges. Also, we acquired Nuance a couple years ago, and the combination of Microsoft and Nuance together really allows us to help healthcare organizations at every step along that journey.
Can you bring this to life for us with some examples, use cases at scale, and tangible impact that they're driving?
Yeah, let me talk about two examples. I'm going to start with Mercy. They are one of the largest healthcare systems in the United States. And one of the things that they wanted to do is they wanted to improve the operational efficiency of their organization, but they also wanted to make sure that providers and doctors had access to all of this data that they were capturing. So they implemented Microsoft Azure and they built an intelligent data platform. What this allowed them to do is to unlock that data and give it to the providers so they could get insights out of that. You know, speaking of insights, let me give you another example. Mount Sinai Health Center. Mount Sinai wanted to improve their patient experiences. So they used Azure AI services to create predictive tools. Let me give you an example on being able to predict when a patient was going to fall. You know, both of my parents are elderly. We know the impact of when they fall, how that sets them back. So using Azure AI, they're predicting patients' risk of falling and then to make sure that they have the extra help that they need. So this is an example where it helped the patient and improved the patient experience, but also help the hospital because every time a patient falls, that could cost them up to $30,000.
What's differentiated about your tools, your technologies? Because we're here at the health conference, there's many startups that have solutions that sound similar or say they can do this similar thing. Your competitors, Google Cloud, AWS, how are you different?
Well, first I would start is with our relationship with our customers. We have relationships built on a foundation of trust. We want to be a trusted advisor to our customer, and that starts with our business model and our approach to our business model. We're not going to compete with our customers. Second is data. We believe our customers' data is their data, not ours. We give them the tools to harness the power of their own data. Third would be security and privacy. We're very committed to making sure that we adhere to all of the standards to keep our customers' data secure and private. Then fourth, I would talk about the comprehensiveness of our solutions. When you look at the Microsoft Cloud for Healthcare, we have a comprehensive portfolio to be able to help our customers no matter where they are on the journey. And then I would wrap out there with our partner ecosystem. Because when we talk about the Microsoft Cloud for Healthcare, it's not only the solutions that Microsoft brings to life, but we recognize that our customers have many other software providers, they have system integrators. So at Microsoft, we partner with this ecosystem, and we have an unmatched global ecosystems of partners to really help our customers along with Microsoft drive success.
Healthcare, though, is tough, right? Microsoft serves every industry on the planet.
Yeah.
Healthcare is a very challenging industry, tough macroeconomic environment. In the United States, recessionary, job cuts, inflation, and health systems, healthcare, but especially the large healthcare systems, they've got depressed to negative margins, very tight budgets. So when they say, hey, Microsoft, come partner with us, whether you're giving them tools and tech on the run the business side or innovation side, it's really got to work. So how do they think about bringing you in as a partner and working within their paradigm of very restrictive budgets?
Well, let's go back to some of the challenges, and some of the biggest challenges that we're seeing in the healthcare industry is the amount of data that is being created within healthcare. And this data, it is rapidly expanding, both the volume of data, the variety of data, the velocity of data. In fact, the World Economic Forums, they have a stat that hospitals each year create 50 petabytes of data. That's approximately 10 billion music files. So if you think about some of the challenges that we're having in the industry, and data can really help data can really help them be able to provide better patient experiences, better clinician experiences. So some of the things that we're really focused on is that combination of data and AI together. So how can we provide tools to our customers to allow them to unlock that data and then harness the power of AI to be able to drive better operational insights and ultimately provide better patient care?
Let's go deeper on artificial intelligence, since you talked about it a little bit earlier. Every industry out there is multiplying exponentially its focus on the use of artificial intelligence. Talk about the use of artificial intelligence in your tools and technology, the work that you're doing in the healthcare industry, and the outcomes you're driving.
Absolutely. Before we talk a little bit about artificial intelligence, today we made some great announcements related to artificial intelligence, but also related to data. And the reason why I keep coming back to data is that in order to really get these insights that we're talking about that would have a good impact on patients' experiences and improving overall population health, healthcare organizations need to have a strong data foundation in place. So today, we announced, just earlier on stage, we announced data solutions in Fabric for healthcare. And if you think about the data that's being collected, there's data that's coming from electronic health records, there's operational data, there's population data. If we go back to just a different type of data, we're capturing about patients. We're capturing information about their visit with their doctor. We've got lab results, we've got radiology images. And what we announced today was Microsoft Fabric Data Solutions in Healthcare, which really allow us to bring all of this data together so that our customers can unlock the power of their data. Again, whether it's to help the patient, to help the doctor, to drive operational insights. We also announced new features and capabilities that are available in Azure AI services. Again, to go back to do some of those predictive examples and use cases that we talked about earlier. And then also we announced the general availability of DAX Copilot. And DAX Copilot, this is one of my favorite tools. And what DAX Copilot does is while a doctor is having a visit with a patient, in the background, it is capturing, using generative AI, conversational, ambient, and generative AI, it's capturing that visit and creating the clinician's notes. What this means is this is allowing the doctor to spend more time focusing on the patient instead of capturing his notes, and also helps the doctor, because we talk about burnout and we talk about clinician burnout, so it helps reduce burnout because he doesn't have to spend time writing up his notes. He's to be able to look at them, proofread them.
You talked earlier about building deep relationships with your customers, being that trusted advisor. How do you partner and help the healthcare industry with their AI strategy? Because everyone is trying to figure out this AI game. It's super complicated. So how do you partner and work with health systems, the healthcare industry, payer, pharma, around AI strategy and taking them through that roadmap, implementation, execution?
Yes, AI is top of mind for all of our customers, and in our briefing centers with them is what everybody wants to talk about. AI is going to transform industries. It's a transformation. So when we engage with our customers, first we talk about how important it is for the leaders in the organization, the executives, to be committed to that AI transformation. And with that, again, there's so many different use cases. Having the leaders set the tone and drive the clarity on what's going to make the biggest impact in their business. So that's one of the first, is like, really, let's make sure that our customers see the impact of this transformation and have the leadership adoption. Then coming back to data, in order to be able to harness the power of AI, you really need to have a strong data strategy and a strong data foundation. So again, we talk to our customers about that data strategy, their data foundation, and how they can build that. And then lastly, I would say, is really around responsible AI. At Microsoft, we have been on this AI journey for many years and are committed to doing it responsibly. We have identified 7 principles that we follow when we implement AI, and we share those with our customers as well. Let me just give you another example. At Microsoft, before a customer uses our Azure OpenAI service, we ask them what type of use cases they're going to be leveraging it for, and then we have an approval process for that, again, to make sure AI is being done responsibly.
You use the word leadership. In career business life, there are rules, codes, norms to how things are done. Where have you been a code breaker, and how did you do it?
Yeah, I would say my entrance into technology would be a code breaker. So I started my career as a fashion designer. I was a fashion designer in New York. I was trained to be a fashion designer. That's what I went to school for. And then I had the opportunity to get into tech. And I hadn't taken any college courses or anything on tech, but decided to take the leap and to be curious. And over the last 15 plus years, I've had many technology roles, from product management to engineering to partnership to strategy to, of course, marketing at Microsoft. And the way that I did this was by being curious, so self-teaching myself through reading books and taking classes, talking to mentors, and then also keeping a growth mindset to be able to go after things that inspire and motivate me.
Kathleen, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.